Alright, everybody. 2, 3, 4. Huh! Ciao a tutti. Hi, everybody. It's Friday. I hope that you've been singing along, and I hope you continue to sing along, or cavort, however you can. Take your shoes off and cavort today. Today is Take Your Shoes Off and Cavort Day. It's Friday. It's Friday. I thought I'd share some quotes today from Idris Elba. He's a British actor who's also a DJ, producer, songwriter, rapper, percussionist, and vocalist, and I'd like to meet him. He seems like a pretty amazing guy. I've checked out a couple of his videos, and anyway, he's a very interesting fella, and he says some great things that speak directly to my heart. In italiano, l'attore britannico e anche quello Idris Elba è anche un DJ, produttore, cantautore, rapper, percussionista e cantante. He sings really well. He's got a beautiful voice. So here's the first quote from him, which I really like. He says, "My father always told me that a fool at 40 is a fool for life." Mio padre mi ha sempre detto che un sciocco a 40 anni è uno sciocco per tutta la vita. So here we go, a song about being a fool at 40. Tutta la vita, tutta la vita, oh, oh. 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 Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Sempre detto, mio detto che un sciocco a 40 anni è uno sciocco per tutta la vita. Ma pensa te, 40 anni, stiamo in quarantina, che staremo nel quarantina per tutta la vita. No, non ci vuole, non si può, no? Veramente un ostacolo soprassaltare. Let's catapult over this idea of quarantine, being 40, that we're going to be in it forever. We're not. Quarantine is going to end. You're going to become 41. Tutto a posto. Non c'è problema. My father always told me that a fool at 40 is a fool for life. My father always told me that a fool at 40 is a fool for life. Sempre detto che uno sciocco a 40 anni non quarantinare, è uno sciocco per tutta la vita, uno sciocco per tutta la vita, uno sciocco per tutta la vita, uno sciocco per tutta la vita. Sciocco tutta la vita, tutta la vita, tutta la vita, tutta la vita, tutta la vita. So, even if you feel a little foolish, it doesn't mean you're going to be a fool really for the rest of your life, does it? What do you think? I guess so. Anyway, moving on, I'm speaking words of wisdom from Idris Elba. He's a British actor, born from African parents, he's born in the UK. Beautiful guy. He says, I'm not afraid to fail. I'm not afraid to fall over and make a mistake. That often cripples people on the onset of getting into anything. So are you feeling that way? Do you feel like, well, what if I start something and it's never going to succeed? Well, you won't know unless you try. And failure is all in the mind anyway. I mean, even if you do something that you don't think is the most perfect thing, at least you've tried. So, anyway, in italiano, non ho paura di fallire, non ho paura di cadere e di commettere un errore. Questo spesso paralizza le persone all'inizio di qualsiasi cosa. It's true. Okay, so here's an example of feeling right away. Feeling right away, feeling right away. Feeling right away, 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 feeling right away. Failing right away, failing right away. Maybe someday I will come to play in a way I can say today. Failing right away, failing right away. Oh, failing right away is nothing to pray for. See, even if it's a failure, okay, it's forgettable. But at least you tried. Without trying, nothing will change, right? And I think right now we are all in need of great change. So I want to ask you to ask yourselves, what's going to happen when the weather changes? Are we all going to just stay outside on our porches for all winter? Yes, we are. Yes, I am. I'm really curious. I just saw the Prime Minister of Canada suggested that lovers just stop kissing. Isn't that amazing? That's what it's come to. Like, well, wear a mask during the period of making love, and it's probably better not to kiss. I'm not so sure about that. What do you think? Anyway, so here's another one that another little quote from Idris Elba. He says, "That's the thing about people. They always find ways to surprise you." Right? It's pretty cool. When you're just on your own, everything is monotonous. And I feel the same way as a musician, and when I write music and come up with stuff on my own, it's okay. But when I collaborate with other people, there are always surprises. So I recommend Amy's Helpful Suggestions, version number 3000.3. Collaborate with others. See what new things you can come up with. Maybe new ways of thinking about things. Maybe some new structure in your life. Maybe a new ritual. I don't know. Helpful suggestions. Okay, so anyway, that's the thing about people. They always find ways to surprise you. In italiano, questo è il problema della persona. Trovano sempre il modo di sorprenderti, scusami. I don't speak that much Italian, so my accents are always on the wrong syllable. But it's charming. Speaking of which, my book is coming along. I think I have about 2 more days of working on the appendix of I don't know how many concerts I've played in 30 years in, I don't know, 5 continents with many amazing people. I'm almost done with the appendix, and that means now I can start reading through the whole thing and actually editing. It's now all in English and Italian, each chapter, and it's 350 pages long. And I'm really excited. The book is really, just interesting, full of stories and experiences, and I hope that you'll like it. It's going to come out on a sometime, maybe even, I don't know the timeline yet, this fall, I'm hoping, maybe, and we'll see. It's going to be published by More Nocturne Books, and they're based in Abruzzo, Italia, and they were the ones to suggest to me in the first place to write in my charming dialect of Italian all these stories that I've accumulated, and I said, why not make it bilingual? So it's going to be like bilingual too. And the title comes from my very most beloved band, O, which means egg in Sardinian. Composer Ersilia Prosperi is the composer. I mean, Prosperi. She's Sardinian, and at a certain point we were going across the Bay Bridge in California from Berkeley towards San Francisco, and everyone was like, "Che bel ponte, mannaggia, wow, che accidenti, che bellezza, che gigantesco questo ponte, like what a beautiful bridge this Bay Bridge is, oh my gosh, this bridge, and then someone spontaneously said, "Applause for the bridge," and everyone in the van went, "Yay, applause for the bridge." So that's the name of my book, is Applause for the Bridge. Okay, now, let's see. I guess I didn't quite get around to making a song about the thing about people, that they always find ways to surprise you, right? So let's see about that. Surprise! 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 Idris Elba, British actor, celebrating his words today. He's a really great singer. I really enjoy his voice a lot and his songs. Anyway, here's something else he says. He says, we are all human beings. Experience is experience. Let's just be honest. Let's not try and dissect suffering into a race or whatever you want to call it. We're all human beings, one way or another. All races have gone through times that are challenging, and that's part of being human. In italiano, siamo tutti esseri umani, l'esperienza è esperienza, siamo solo onesti. Non proviamo a sezionare la sofferenza in una razza o come vuoi chiamarla. Siamo tutti esseri umani in modo o nell'altro. Tutte le razze hanno attraversato tempi difficili. Fa parte dell'essere umano. As that nurse told me when I was 15 and in the hospital and bleeding pretty much close to death and asking to be put asleep. They couldn't do it because I would have gone into a coma and probably not come out. Anyway, the nurse says to me, "Don't worry, honey, pain builds character." So remember that. even if you're suffering, even if you really think it's excruciating, whatever it is you're going through, you're going to have an amazing character to be able to withstand the pain the next time. So, anyway, I want to recount when I moved to, even before I moved to Seattle, I knew I needed to change something. I was waitressing, and I was playing in a crazy band where there was really nowhere to play. I was living in Northampton, Massachusetts, in the western Massachusetts. And there were about 2 places where me and my friend David Stern could play in our band Lao Tzu and the Entropics. And I thought about moving to New York. I sent out 138 resumes. I got 138 rejections. No New York. And I didn't like Boston. And my friend Jeffrey Markham came back from visiting his sister. I think she got married or something in Seattle. He came home from Seattle and he said, oh, Seattle is amazing. It is beautiful. There are mountains and there's the sea and there's so many things and there are clubs, and look at all these clubs. There are millions of clubs, and oh, there's so many musicians you wouldn't even believe it. This is 1985, and even before grunge, there were tons of musicians. And the thing that actually made me decide I wanted to leap into the void and move to a city I'd never seen before was that he said to me, and people look at you in the eyes in the street. And I thought, that's great. It's a city, but it's still kind of provincial. Like, that's pretty cool. And it was really true. When I moved here, people look at you in the eyes and they said, well, hello there. And the people were it was just interesting. And it was full of characters and weird things everywhere. Weird, like naked men walking in front of the university medical center. I remember one Sunday morning, first time I went by there was a naked guy walking. I'm like, wow, Seattle's just different. And then there's the Dairy Gold. You guys remember that on Aurora? The Dairy Gold that said, on one side it said boneless pork butts, $1.49, and on the other side it said half bone and hams, $1.49. Anyway, so there were so many eccentric things, but what impressed me the most was people looked at you in the eyes in the street. This, of course, has changed because the city's grown and the culture has really radically changed. The characters have either passed on or they're hiding. I don't know, in alcoholic stupor somewhere. I'm not sure what's happening, but anyway, I am on a rampage. I always look at people in the eyes and I always greet people, and it kind of freaks them out, but I don't freaking care. I think it's important. So anyway, Idris Elba says this: look whoever you're talking to in the eyes. Don't look away. 2 reasons. You can tell whether they're lying. Also, so they can see whatever you're saying you mean, and you can connect to that person. So, you know, like they say, eyes are the window into the soul. Look into that window. It's pretty freaking amazing. Guarda negli occhi con chi stai parlando. Non distogliere lo sguardo. 2 ragioni. Puoi capire se mentono. Inoltre, in modo che possano vedere quello che stai dicendo, e tu puoi connetterti a quella persona. I think that's a great idea, so here we go. Look, whoever you're talking to in the eyes. Look, whoever you're talking in the eyes. Look, whoever you're talking to in the eyes. Whoever you're talking to in the eyes. Look, whoever you're talking to in the eyes. Don't look away. 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 Do 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 la dum 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 go dum 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 dum. Don't look away, you look into the eyes. Don't look away, it's a surprise. Don't look into the eyes. Don't look away, look into the eyes. Don't look away, look directly into the soul. Window, si può perdere nella finestra. You can't lose in a window. You can't lose through a window. You can't lose when you're looking through a window. You can't lose in a window. You can't looking through you can looking through you can looking through looking through the eyes. Yep. Okay. And here's another thing that I'm quoting today. Idris Elba, actor, British actor, and also a talented musician and rapper and percussionist. And he's made some videos, made some songs. I totally identify with this thing, which is, he says, what really excites me in a project is when it goes in a way you haven't been before. I've been kind of reflecting on this today. We all stumble along our paths. We make different decisions. We go left, we go right. We meet different people. They have influences or they don't, to propel us in new directions. And anyway, I am a fan of surprise. And as my beau and I talk about quite a lot, he describes it as lowering your expectations. And I like to describe it as destroying your expectations. Because if you think things should work a certain way, good luck, buddy. I don't think it's going to work out that way. I mean, it's pretty amazing when it does. If you have a general sense, then that should be all right. Anyway, so ciò che mi entusiasma davvero in un progetto è quando lo va in un modo in cui non si è mai stato prima. Non si è mai stato prima, non si è mai stato, non si è mai stato, non si è mai stato, What's near, vi ringrazio esserci oggi, vi ringrazio ascoltare, magari cantare, magari cambiare. Buona giornata, stay well, ignore the news, make something new.